Hi Jacob, it's Patrick here, coming to you today with a video quote. So, with today's video, obviously we'll go through a price, delivery time and method, and also I want to deep dive into my method of translation, the process that I utilize to make sure that I deliver proper quality so that you know what you're actually paying for. So, without further ado, let's go. I was happy to hear from you, Jacob, this morning. So these type of manuals, this type of material is something that I've done 100 times over during my career. And I utilize very thorough methods to make sure that I translate the text correctly, which is very important with these types of files. So, as I said, let's deep dive into translation. How does it work? How do I make sure to ensure quality? So, when you send me a file like this, it's pretty simple. I'll just send you a translated version back. I usually, specifically with this type of content, have a lot of questions, so you'll probably receive an Excel sheet or something similar from me with questions before I make the final delivery. But so first, I run the file in my software called SDL Trados 2022 Professional Translation Studio, where I first translate the content completely manual, of course, to make sure that it's written as if, it should be perceived as if it was a Swedish engineer on your main office headquarters that wrote this. That's how good it should be. That's always the bar that I set. Then I run some software. First off, a spell check, obviously, with the MS Word Motor. It's the best one in this software. And then something very great for this type of content, something called a quality verification check. And it's a program. You set it up to check whatever you want, like punctuation, but specifically numbers, units, timestamps, date formats, whatever, making sure that they are properly converted from the source to the target so that I didn't enter any number wrong or miss the space before a unit or whatever. It checks all of that. And then comes the fun. So, 2 proofreadings. Always 2 proofreadings. So first, I proofread in my software like you would read a book, but about half that speed. And that's how you get a real good sense of the grammar, the readability, and you often get an opportunity to see like, okay, yeah, I want to switch that sentence around, or I want to express myself this way instead. You just make sure, that's the step where you make sure that it's really properly localized to Swedish, so that again, it seems like it was a Swedish engineer that wrote it from the beginning. Then I finalize the file, in this case, into a Word format and proofread again. This time, letter by letter. Because you see, the brain, it sees words like images. So if you proofread only like I do in step 1 in about half read speed, you are going to miss typos and other kind of minor errors. And those you catch in second step when you proofread letter for letter. So that's what I do to ensure quality. And like in this case, with a customer-specific case, and you deliver expensive equipment, also delivering material that upholds to that quality, in this case with proper language, is of great weight for your brand. It looks like when you purchase a product online and you open the manual and you can see like, oh, this is Google translated. You instantly go, crap, is it going to work? Do I have any warranty? And you don't want to express that feeling consciously or unconsciously upon your customers. So I'll make sure that it's properly done. So delivery. I would be glad if we could set about a week plus for delivery. So could we say Tuesday, not next week, but the week after that? I could have it done sooner if you really need it sooner, but I would prefer Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. So a price. I typically charge more for technical translations because this type of material is going to take longer, much more longer than a typical translation. But I'm going to offer you my standard price today anyway. And you mentioned that the file has repetitions. I analyzed it in my file, my software, and it has 3,835 new words, and it has only 174 words that are actual repetitions, even though it might seem more. But for those words, the 174, I'll offer you a 90% discount. So the little bit I keep is just for processing them. So you get a 90% discount on repetitions for this job and for future possible jobs. So my word price is 1.5 Danish per source word. So that would be 3,835 times 1.5, and then 90% on the 174 words, which would add up to 5,778 Danish. And as I mentioned, this job is going to take a few days. So again, Tuesday next week would be preferred. I also have for future jobs a minimum rate of 300 for new opgaver. Okay, so Jacob, I'm looking forward to hear from you. And if you have any questions, whatever, I'll help you. I'm here to help. So take care. Bye.